that went down. We got so excited during the game, the scoreboard, and everybody had it at 17 all at the end. But in actual fact, Jamie Hood had nailed 2 conversions in the first half, which meant that when Murray Brechin went over for the final score, it was 19-17 win to club.
And of course, these 2 teams met in the grand final of the Hong Kong Premiership as well, Richard.
There he is, young Tom Wilson. Rubeni Kambu making some decent ground down there, but gets run into touch. Football club with some scintillating young men in the team here. Thomas Gibbs, but the ball getting out of the grasp there. And I think that's Mikkel Christiansen. Kambu there. The big run, and Jack Moses. Real contest in these wide channels. Tom Wilson, another big looping pass. Rory Campbell and Wilson sees the door close on him as he goes up the blind side there. Brings the ball back to the open side. McCurdy. Some jiggery pokery there. Jack Moses having a crack down the blind side there. And the referee brings it back. It looks like there's potentially a couple of options on this penalty. The referee certainly got plenty to say here.
No man tackle without the ball there. It's the call.
Wilson backing the line out. Oh, and a tap off the top, and Gibby gets his hands on that ball.
Great hands, Gibbsy.
Keeps his shoulders rolling. Some good work there. Oh. Always good to put the ball on the toe if you're loose head prop to chase.
Yeah, Ollie Roberts. I don't know, maybe he heard the advantage, but he's not a guy that would normally kick like that. He'd normally take it straight up the middle. Full of grunt, that man.
Ball on the toe there, chasing through. Football try to commit themselves to the floor, but Exiles have come away with it, and that's a really good steal on the ground there. An opportunity here. Ollie Roberts takes it into contact. And James Phillips, who is actually in the running to potentially be the next James Bond. That big square jaw of his. Just what we want from a James Bond. So far,
that was a good turnover there. Normally Ollie Roberts is pretty safe when he's taking it into contact. So to turn him over, that's well done by the Scottish Exiles side.
Good ball off the top there from Campbell. James Phillips again. Football club all on their feet here. Harry King. Always always good to see the front rower with some footwork there. Good work.
Yeah, I mean, you say he's a front rower, but you know, he wouldn't shame any league centre, league back line. He's got the build for it and the pace. Good power and pace from a front rower. Very fit looking man.
And Tom Lady, 6 points. Wilson nails the extras. 7-0 to the Exiles. A little inside outside jink from Harry King there. High hanging kick. Oh. And Ollie Mathis, this exciting young player, former player at Hamilton Boys High. He had an outstanding showing in the final of the World Schools Festival against Grey College in 2022. Good to see Logan Asplin bringing these young men into Hong Kong rugby.
Yeah, it's great. He's, you know, given us a chance to come up out of Hamilton, out of New Zealand, come up and apply their wares at an international tournament like this, and even sit and look and say, hey, look, you know, yeah, Hong Kong might be the place for me over the next couple of years. So it's great work by Logan.
The Exiles putting all the pressure on. Jack Moses gets over the top of it. Ollie Clark copped a little bit high there.
Yeah, referee's arms out.
Wilson running across the field, but gets it to Cambu. And a big long advantage played there by the referee. Brings it all the way back for the high shot. But he's insisting that they wait to be shown the mark. And Wilson coming over for this ball. Looks like he's going to use the line out again. And here we have the cavalry for Football Club. The wheels of Denmark and Breakin. And Juan Esono. James Phillips comes up with that ball. Does well to get it to ground there. Lewis Berg, another strong run. Jack Morris in those wide channels. Juan Esono. Another solid carry by Berg. Scottish staying in possession, but Football Club forcing them backwards here. They need to get themselves back on the front foot here. And Wilson nudges it over the top. Denmark is shepherding this back. But he's under a huge amount of pressure.
Again, just there, Denmark, you know, it's not a ball that you want to let bounce. You really want to try, and I know it was over his shoulder, over his head, but you want to take that sort of ball, if you can, on the full, and then try and, you know, move off either feet, let it bounce. Just creates all sorts of problems, and this gives Scottish big advantage here going into half time.
So scrum feed for the Exiles. This game has been played exclusively in the Football Club half of the field have had little or no territory. So young Joe Denmark defending at half-back. Lewis Berg just drops his shoulder. Gets forced back over the line though. And Wilson.
Great option
Out to Campbell. Great finish.
You know, the captain, Tom Wilson, he's a smart rugby player. I mean, he had men out left, but had a look, heads up, saw his man out on the far side on the right, threw a double cut double miss ball, and just got it right on the button, right on the money. Clever skill from him, and he's had a very good tournament, I've got to say, so far. Tom Wilson, the captain for the Exiles.
So half-time, 12-0 to the Exiles. They've been pretty much in command, looking to reverse that 19-17 win, but even last night, Football Club came from behind.
Yeah, well, this is knockout cookie, so 12-0, you look at it and you say, well, that's a big advantage, double score required to get back in the match, but it only takes one quick try, 7-pointer, and then the pressure comes back on both sides and mistakes happen and stuff's created. So yeah, we've got 10 minutes to play here. It's still anyone's match.
Some nice cool beverages being consumed in the stands as we see coach Alex Allen issuing the instructions to his charges there. Tom Wilson also front and centre in there, calling the shots. Some of the crowd there are Mel Potheater.
And on the Football Club side, good to see Jamie Hood in there. Shame he's not fit and able to play in this match, but having a lot to say. Super experienced Centurion, Hong Kong Football Club Centurion, and absolute legend of Hong Kong Sevens rugby. Be interesting to see what his messages would be at half-time.
Yeah, Jamie Hood was very much the difference last night. So Football Club will now be kicking off, heading towards the much fabled Sportsman's Bar end of the ground. The balcony there is, or the patio is overflowing now. Oh, some good work there from Kumbu. Oh, Harry King caught there, and Athori Mantau. Referee playing advantage. Oh, some decent speed down that far touchline from Momo.
Advantage over.
But Football Club come up with a turnover. Just bobbled forward.
Yeah, Club dodged the bullet there. High tackle down the other end. Exiles all the advantage, or good continuity, good ball in hand. Just the last pass, and obviously advantage over, which has given Football Club the opportunity to relieve out of their own 22.
So Joe Denmark with the feed. Digging it out on a loose ball over the top, but Football Club, it's a good step on the inside, but well covered by the Exiles. Murray Breakin. Some really good defence here from the Exiles, putting Football Club under a lot of pressure, forcing the turnover there.
Someone's hurt.
On Harrison King there, just kept those legs pumping. And Momo, oh, he's got to try and stretch out there, but he's pulled down short. Oh, and a really good turnover there by Bryn Davies. They've got fully 100 metres to go. Joe Denmark spots the opportunity.
Jamie Ross, unfortunately, hands let him down again, just overran the ball. Soft hands required in that circumstance. Wasn't able to execute. See the frustration on his face. So they knew they had a breakout opportunity there.
So Jack Moses, a little bit of claret there, being replaced by young Merv Lowe. So Wilson with the feed. Lewis Berg has made some really strong carries. But good work over the ball there from Club. Solid carry there from Liam Anderson. Oh. Putting the receiver under a lot of pressure there.
Still 6 minutes to go in this game, so still an opportunity for Club. They've got to get out of their half. Someone's got to create something special. You know, whether that's a kick and chase or step in the middle, but they need something and they need it quickly.
As you say, around 6 minutes to go. Wilson making an absolute pest of himself there. Ollie Mathis gets the ball to Esono. Outsteps himself though. And Joe Denmark recovers a really important ball for the Football Club there. And Ollie Mathis drops it on the toe. But the ball beats him and everybody to the touchline. 5 minutes to go, and you kind of feel this is championship minutes.
Right now, right here, right now. Cookie, no question about it. And there's got to be some kind of, let's get up, let's get some disruption going. Let's try and disrupt the Exiles ball. We need, Football Club need the ball back here. Fresh legs on.
Football Club now have the abrasive back row forward. Gabe Carroll on the field, but Merv Lowe. That is a sensible kick, but Denmark is back there. Carries it hard into the contact. Lowe following up on his own kick there. Breakin gets the offload to Gibby. Oh, and they've slipped away. Ollie Mathis and the chicken wing. Gibby sliding his way to the line. Some real committed play, and Breakin is on that ball.
Got to go right.
And there was only one thing he was ever going to do.
Man, there's two-man overlap there,
and,
Richard. Hey, they're going to be kicking themselves there. Big opportunity
the referee
missed.
Gives it as held up. Is smiling, but I think Football Club were expecting to get another crack at that. And somehow it's ended up has a scrum feed.
So no goal line dropout in 10s?
I'm not sure what's going on there. As I say, somehow it's ended up as a scrum feed. Denmark with the feed. The ball bobbles away. Scottish are all over it, and they've come up with it.
Good scramble by Scottish. That's a high tackle.
Rubeni Kambu taken high there as he was bustling out over the 22. And that could be the chance that's gone begging for Football Club.
They definitely needed to score there, no question about it, to have any show, I think, in this match with only 2 or less than 2 minutes to go.
It was a scruffy ball at the base, and Joe Denmark, not usually a 9, that's a tough one to deal with. Harry Barron with that throw. Momo there. So 90 seconds to go. Club need to get their hands on this ball if they are going to progress to the plate final here. Mervlo digs it out. Momo. But Club have come up with that ball. There is a chink of light as
Football Club looking to attack, but Hong Kong Scottish Exiles just equal to the task there again, turning their defence into attack, and that could be the ball game, Cookie.
Minute to go, and Wilson just using all those grey hairs that he shaved off this morning. The touch judge there on that far side, young Rory Crombie. It's Harry Barron steps up to throw the ball into this line out. Only 20 seconds to go on the clock now. Good ball off the top. Low drops it into the safe hands of Dean Squire. Rory Campbell, who's been an important part of this game, steps in and gets held up.
That's a maul. What does the referee say? He says full time.
That is the ball game. Taikoo plays Scottish Exiles. Get their revenge for the game last night, Cookie.
Yep, and sadly for me as a club man, it's the one that counts. But, you know, I've got to say, Football Club, you know, hold their heads up high. Guys, you know, I think, you know, 2 wins out of 3 yesterday. I think that was, you know, a high bar to set, and that put them in the game this morning against Tradition YCAC, which was, you know, a pretty big wake-up call. But they've come back out of that. I mean, you know, 12-0, it's not a huge score. But congratulations to, you know, Exiles. You know, they get through. Well done.
And I think it's safe to